Hello everybody and welcome to part 24 of Assaltya. Just going to click on that there to remind us that this is where the new camp is. And then we're going to go to the bay to watch what happens next. Okay, Roman caravel lands in Belgrade. Look like it pillaged. No, I think we're one turn away from doing that, so I got you back next turn. Alright, his caravel dies. His camel archer gets damaged. I'm seeing an embarked knight, an embarked trebuchet, and a cannon that's somewhat exposed. May purchase with faith. How is that possible? We're up to a 400 threshold. I wonder if that's like an Inca thing. We can check here. Let's see. Not so much there. There we go, a monastery. Alright. So obviously we don't want to do that, but we do want to sell this. And then raise the city because we're all done with it. And then we can also go in this city and sell off the Royal Library. So there's that. Address that. Alright, Privateer. They already come with Coastal Raider 1. If we take number 2, this will mean more damage versus cities, which in turn means more gold reaped. However, I'm more interested in their prize ships promotion, which allows them to have a chance at stealing boats they kill. If we take boarding party, we do more damage to boats, which means more likely that our attacks are killing blows. So I definitely think that's the way to go. And then we'll backfill with cargo ship number 1, so we can finally get those rolling. Lundy demands sugar. Nimrod demands furs, which Cersei has. So either our city-states capture it, or we capture it. We do have a knight heading that way just in case. I mean, he was heading out there for generalized reasons, but we'll see how that develops as we go. A new camp, also out in the east. We're currently chasing this one, and Buenos Aires wants us to do that, so let's do that first. Like so. What else? No longer allied Byblos, losing grasp on Budapest. Budapest wants Malacca bullied. That's something we can do. When was the last time we tributed them? Okay, they are ripe for tribute. We just have to get the units over there. Unfortunately, we won't be doing that. Maybe once this is birthed, that's enough. We'll take a look at that. And Geneva no longer seeks investors. Okay, that is fine. So we'll do that. What's going on over here? Nothing. Just checking the greens. Alrighty, we're cleared for takeoff. So, let's see here. Okay, he can step and pillage. Sorry for the silence there. I actually lost my train of thought for a second there. Just trying to figure out a way to make peace this turn, and also, so what we can do is have this guy drop back to here, right? He'll finish next turn. These two are road tiles, so he should be able to step here and then pillage next turn. This guy can say step, plunder, pillage. All good. Okay, and then that means we can now make peace with him. Let's go ahead and get some embassies in there in case he wants some strategic resources. We can get a potentially better deal. And now we can tribute Milan. And now that should mean we have plenty of gold for the upgrades we're looking to do. This is all of his movement -1, which is perfect here. He upgrades to that. Almost forgot to stop the city raising. We have other buildings we can sell off, and we also need this for an upgrades ground for at least one more turn. As long as happiness holds, I have to say let's sell off everything. The gold is obviously crucial. We're going to have these guys just head up northeast in general, heading towards Rome. For it is written that man cannot live by boats alone. So cannon hops in the water. Alright, everybody's good there. I guess this diagonal would have been better. It seems less cluttered, but whatever. Does not matter. He's going to be the new Cusco worker. He's got to wait one more turn. Trading post. Heading south. We're going to hug the river here just because this camp is coastal. This one isn't, but it's right outside Monaco, so there's a chance it's not even there. But we will proceed. Okay, so these guys are heading over to Inca land. We can have him get put away there. Good deal. These guys are going to be functioning as like around Ulundi, including maybe Central, while our West Central crew is busy. So we're just going to keep them in borders along the road here and here so that they can be responsive. Gets across the river. Gets across the river. Nice. Okay. Oh, you know what? I should have looked at these guys and seen... Yeah, I should have had him come over. He has no promotions. He could use the XP. But what are you going to do? Alright, we'll come up here. We're going to be building a road to Hanoi. That's what these guys are up to. So, there's that. Frigate. Nice. We'll be able to have some eyes near Cersei finally. Alrighty. So, help us, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're our only hope. Although, Belgrade has... So, I don't think we'll need to do this, but let's... Just in case. And then same thing here. I don't think we're going to need this, but the frigates have the nice option of this one was heading due east, this one was heading northeast. This is the last turn where they can basically keep heading over to the bay and not have lost any time. Speaking of the bay, alrighty, let me see what these guys can do to a cannon. Almost completely kill. So as long as there's nothing that can counterattack us besides the cannon, let's try. Alright, we fail. But he's so damaged that if he does attack us, he's just going to die the next turn and hardly do any damage. Let's see, we'll have this guy come to here. Shoot that guy. He can shoot that guy. Alright. Heal, heal. We have visibility here now, so what I want to do is bring this guy over here, because the frigates might be coming this way, and having an eye on what we may or may not need them for seems like a good thing. That worker scout's going very slowly. Alright, quick refresher on where the new camp is. We'll go ahead and put eyes in the bay. Like so, and next turn. Alright. I don't think you're in any position to tell us off, dude. We let you live, right? Could have wiped them out. Okay. So, let's see here. This looks very promising. We have two separate units. I don't know which of these two go first, though. That could be a problem. But I see two units that could capture, so... What's this about? Ooh. Ooh. Wow. Okay, so exposed cannon. What can a frigate do to a Galeas? Almost a direct kill. So that's one. Maybe we get the rest of the kill off of a bombard. If not, we can use a caravel. So 1, 2, 3 frigates spoken for. If we shoot the cannon from here. Don't want to do it. Oh, there's also camel archer. I hadn't considered that. So let's focus on the things we can kill off, because we know it takes 2 hits for those, right? And at least 2 hits for those. So we don't have the firepower to do all of the above. So what we can do is say, bring him down here, shoot the cannon. He shoots at that. We'll see if the bombard finishes it off. Doesn't look like it will. It does, which means this frigate can work on that. Okay. I suppose I should have brought him here to work on that tile, because then we could have worked on Mediolanum next turn. But it looks like we're going to take 2 turns before these guys, 2 more turns before these guys can fire on Mediolanium. So we have 1 more turn to set up and get into position for that. So now I'll bring this Caravel. Well, actually we don't need to because this Caravel is fully healed. So we'll bring him near the coast so we can keep an eye on what's going on. Let's be... No, this is fine. You heal up. Okay, getting ahead of ourselves here. Let's see there. Another camp pops up. This one might be able to be done by this guy, depending on what's there. While we're here, we're going to go ahead and sell off Granary. And we can have this guy hop in the water, and this guy come along the road and upgrade to cannon. There we go. Alright, what else? Byblos seeks units, of course. We killed them all. Trespassing in Milan, we're about to address that. Belgrade no longer seeks investors. Tyr seeks investors. And Buenos Aires wants Singapore bullied. We do have a stream of units coming up this way. I don't know if it's... Let's see, Singapore. They want a trade route. We don't necessarily want to bully them. 2, 4, 6, 8. Whoops. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So this diagonal here. These units will be there, but these ones won't be. I don't think it's worth going off course just for that. Although we are about to clear a camp for Buenos Aires, bullying Singapore as well would make them allied. We would lose the favor with Singapore when we send them a caravan. But that might be worth it. So we should try to remember that. And it's going to be soon here. Let me move this guy out of the way 1 hex. Can we get to here? Traveling through him? We can. Nice. The more you know. Oh, getting ahead of myself. We want to deal with prompts here. Let's see. He does a repair there, which means this guy backs up to heal. Bam. Active healing is tight. Get him out of the way. He can go in the water. He'll go in the water next turn. He can... Whoops. We're going to have to borrow Milan's land for 1 more turn. Next turn. Ooh, here we go. Coal. We have coal. So let's see. These 2 cities we would want building factories. This actually is looking for a build project, so let's choose factory. That is a terrible build time, though. We have 3 food to give up, so we could go to here, knock 3 turns off. To me, this is a backup plan. I mean, obviously, what we would like to do is use money to buy a factory, say, in Nimrod. I'll give us a little overview of hammers here. Nineveh and Assur are quite up there. Venice and Seoul, good as they are not our cities, although we're making use of them. That leaves us to Nimrod, the last of ours. It could definitely use the production boost. Although, I do believe its production queue is mostly caught up. I mean, we could do the zoo. So... Anyways, we're looking to buy a 3rd factory. So just on the off chance that doesn't pan out, I want to get 1 being built right now, since we can. Alternatively, we could come up here, especially since we're about to buy this tile, and say, let's use this one to hedge our bets. And plan on buying the factory elsewhere. Let's see. Is that choppy die? Yep. Okay, so we're going to buy this turn anyways. If we give up, let's see, it says 18. That would be 17. We're going to finish a chop here. That would take some turn. That would take a turn off maybe. And then, of course, once a mine's down here, that's +2 hammers. So that's 17 there. What would we build in Tikal if we weren't using this as our backup plan? Bank, right? Bank. Okay. Alright, I do think Nimrod is... Because Nimrod's mostly caught up, in light of this bank almost being finished. Of course, if we get off the bank... Okay, fine. Fine. Finish the bank. Alright. Indecision is cool. There we go. Alright. We could just buy 1 here. The fact that it's caught up won't matter. We can always build like barracks and stuff. It's hard to say because we're at this point where I don't want to say the game is over, but I honestly think we have everything we need to win at this point. So building anything almost seems like, you know, superfluous. I could be wrong about that, so let's keep playing the game. Let's see, these guys are going to Inca land, so this is the only way they both get in the water this turn. Although, if he goes here 1, 2, 3, that's not so great. If we hop over the river here, he hops in the water here, and he'll be further along. So let's do it that way. You guys are on alert, right? There's no camps around here, I don't think. Do not believe so. New one's out. Yeah, there, okay. Human monument. Heading north to plant. Let's see, we get a peek at Mr. 24 culture per kill. We'll set this guy up. I don't think we actually checked all the greens here, so let me do that real quick. We're actually going to finish the top now. We're staying on bank now that that's decided. What else? That's everything. Okay. Into... Oh, we did the bay this turn. Man, the turns are kind of blending together. Alright, we'll come over here. Get those guys back together. Hey, there's a boat. Hey, we didn't manage to kill it. Hey, that camp is gone. Alright. Sure would have been nice to kill that boat with the... let's see, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. So 1... Whoa! 2... Here we won't be seen by Cersei, but we can land on the deer. Actually, I'll tell you what, let's push forward to maximize our landing options, because we don't know what's going to be occupying what tile. We might move one here, find there's something here but not here, and land there. Of course, it looks like we don't need to land at all, so... Alright. So he's coming up here. He's coming up there. Alright, so back to the bay. Zoom out. Let's watch the party. No, sir. No, sir. No, sir. It's interesting to see who moves first. Belgrade. Looked like Belgrade moved and then Geneva moved. Hey. Hey. Hey, look what just happened. Nice.
There never was a good man.
Now we get the prompt for 400 faith, right? Alright. So we can disregard this. At this point we're saving up for a profit, if anything. And this can only hit this. So let's just do it, because there's no reason not to. This should be good enough for one frigate to tackle. We kind of want our frigates to... Can we move to here? No. Can we move to there? Yes. I wonder why it wasn't captured. Okay. Well, the good news here is that being here, if they decide to overload on us, Belgrade can capture. And then if they decide to eliminate Belgrade, we can capture. And both of these have advantages. If we capture, then chances are we're going to have buildings we can sell off, make a little extra money. If they capture, we don't get the diplomatic hit of capturing yet another city. So the way I see this, it's like win-win. And of course, if we end up losing this guy, it's not the end of the world. Yet another camp spawns. That's up in the northwest. Alright. These guys will finish this up. In fact, I'll tell you what. Let's finish this off with a double melee slap rather than waiting on another shot. That way he can just get across the river next turn. From here, this guy could go bam, relieve him. He can zoom ahead. So that seems like a really good idea. No longer friends with Budapest. Milan targets nearby encampment, which is no doubt this one here, which we can easily one-shot next turn. Nice. Okay, so originally, for the great person, what I was thinking was getting a great engineer to rush Brandenburg. However, I don't think the game's going to last long enough for Brandenburg to be relevant. So, quite frankly, I think I'd rather have like a scientist to bulb rifling right now, because we definitely could use riflemen more than we could use cavalry. And then if we had that, we could even go up. No, we can't. We got to do this first. But that's okay, because we would come into here, 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 probably, to accelerate the win. So, let us choose Scientist. Alright. Oh, and hey, look at that. Tyr actually wanted us to make a Scientist. I had forgotten about that. Cool. So Tyr's not going away. Very nice. So yeah, let's go ahead and select here. Oops. And then we'll say secondary there. So when we bulb the Scientist, everything is allotted. Bam!
It is well.
Rifling. So let's just take a peek here. What does it cost to upgrade these guys now? 105. We're never going to have enough gold for everything. Luckily, the only riflemen that really matters are the one heading to the front line. They're in the water. They can't be upgraded. So I think for now, it's probably better to pool the gold for the sake of buying a third factory. Encampment, we already checked. Alright, that's been accounted for. All those, let's see, greens up here. All good. Ardia is about to grow, huh? Interesting. Alright. Production. Oh yes, factories for sure. We're done with Leaning Tower of Pisa. We're looking at growth in 3, factory in 8. Let's do this. Now it's 2 and 8. And then we can do this. And we can try this. Okay, still 2 and 8, so we'll stick with that. Still does the factory in the same amount of time, that's good. This says factory in 10, and we can give up 2 food. So what happens if we try this, for example? Stagnate, but we're not going to turn off the factory. Good. Good. Good enough for now. Sir is stagnant, but that's going to be okay for now. Okay. Let's deal with this guy. Let's see. Gold for 5. He should go for that. Yep. Alright. So, we go into the bay. We have these frigates lining up for attacking Medio Lanum next turn. So let's get Caravel over out of the way. There's that. There's that. Alright. So we want as many as these caravels coming over here now. Unfortunately, he's giving us free kills over here. Dang. Let's see. A guy here could 1, 2, 3, 4 still attack the city. A guy here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 could not. So that means next turn we could put 4 shots in, and that's the bare minimum as far as keeping all other boats from like escaping here. I know we have 5 shots, but we only need 4 to, you know, completely barricade them. And I don't know how quickly this is going to fall. We do have caravels we can throw at it. There's only 2 spots, and we have 3, and we have hexes here that we could heal from. So what I'm getting at is I'm okay with one guy sitting it out 1 round, especially since he'll probably be able to come in here and like make some sort of a difference anyways. So we'll have this guy kill that, and now he can come all the way to, say, here and shoot that guy. Alright. Let's see. These caravels are in range, so he has a turn to say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright. And we'll just back this caravel off so he's not seen. Move this caravel over. That's finally probably good. This tile is blocked, but I probably would have gone here anyways. He's just here for scouting purposes. Alright, what's going on in Olante Tambo? Let's sell off. We don't need the lump sum right this second, so let's do that. And I think it's safe to abandon this city. I think it's more important that the cannon gets on the move here. So let's do that. Hop in the water. He's coming with us. Wait a second. That means you can hop in the water this turn. Nice. Okay. Cool. Okay, so this little parade kind of helps me to understand why people bother with queuing up movements, because this is a little tedious here. But don't think I'm not going to keep doing it that way. Alright, I don't know where the boat went, but hopefully we can deal with it. It could be coming this way, so that's part of a problem, right? Here's hoping. What we could do is take the worker and radar. Alright, looks like these guys will be safe for now. Maybe it's there. Alright, so we'll just have to try and get these guys into deep water as we go. It's a bit unfortunate, but... Alright, so we're done with over here. We'll have him go up north, like start working on Nineveh like we were before. There we go. Alright. Hey, look at that. We get to push all the way in for the road to Hanoi. And then we're just going to wait for this tile. I suppose I should have had him go here. In fact, if this tile and this tile are empty next turn, that's how we'll do it. Alright. Got to get on the mine here for sure. Across the river. Go wide, step and shoot. Nice. Alright, that's everything, I do believe. So we go to the bay and we find out what's cracking, yo. Looks like they focused on Belgrade's pikemen, so it's our city. Alright, that's fine. That is fine. Wow, they're just giving us all these units. How about that? Alright, so from here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, shoot the city. 3 embarked units. Wow, okay. Cusco demands incense. Unit promotion. We're going there. Backfilling with cargo ship number 2. Yet another camp spawns. Alright. We could have the Lundy folks do it. So, because these guys are being delayed coming down here. But it was important that we kill that ship. And we get the culture too, so that's fine. Where did the camp go? There it is. Alright. So we'll have these guys start heading down. Boom, boom, boom. That seems to work. That's fine too. Boom, boom. Something. Let's see. Trespassing in Milan. Mandu cancels quest. Okay. So there's that. There's that. Soul grows in 2. Nineveh grows next turn. So let's see here. Nineveh. Let's plant the holy site. And we can move this over here. It's the highest production tile, so new citizen comes right here. We don't actually lose anything there. Soul also says it's going to grow in 2 turns at 2 food. So if we move this here, we can make it happen next turn. Actually, I meant to do that, right? That's good enough to make it grow in 1. Okay. And because we're production focused, so there's that. Right. Okay, so that's everything there. Did the workers... I think I did the greens, right? Because Nineveh and Souls popped up. Alright, let's get our butts to the bay. Okay, so this city is ours for free. We can pillage here first. So let's do that. We'll get a worker. Which actually means this worker... Goodbye. We're bringing 2 over to Rome. Now we have 1. So... bring him up to here so he can kill that for us. The city, it doesn't matter how long it takes to fell it, because any boat that's damaged we can pull out. We do kind of want to do as much damage up front, just so the city's damaged enough that it starts favoring melee ships. For this reason, and the fact that... Okay, I got an idea. Let's do this. Bring him over like this. Well, before I go executing, let's just double check. Yeah, 2 Caravel blasts will kill one of these. And that'll leave these damaged, and that means we can get 4 shots on the city. All of that works together to help guarantee that the shots get taken on our Caravels, not our frigates. So, yeah. Alternatively, we could just have one caravel do this. Oh, but that doesn't do... Okay. So we'll bring him up here. No, like this. We don't want zone of controls. And like that. There we go. Bring him over like so. Bam. Alright. So now we'll hit here. Oh! Oh! That's even better. I was not expecting to do a one-shot. Okay. I wonder if that's because we were doing a flank thing. Do not know. But now we have a damaged boat over here. So let's go ahead and occupy that hex. They are cut off now. We have only 3 frigates that can get involved. So let's go. Boom. Boom. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need to leave one of these open, so we'll have him come here. Shoot. Alright. What I could do is go ahead and put a melee hit in here just to guarantee that this boat gets shot rather than like one of the frigates, because right now it's like 50-50, and I think this is somewhat safe just because all they have is the city bombard. They don't have like another unit here, so let's do that. And now this is extra nice too, because now the city's so damaged we might be able to get away with just 4 frigate shots, or even 3, which frees up these ones to continue to work on crowd control. So this is lovely. Look at that. Plow! That's due in part to these guys. We're going to address that, but I want to get to that last so that any happiness impairment doesn't hurt us. So let me... let's see. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. Let's bring this caravel up here just in case he has to sub for one of those guys next turn. Don't think it's going to happen. Oh, I can tell you what we do now. Let's do here. There's that. Raise the city. That'll definitely help with happiness next turn. Bam. Some gold, some culture. Milan. Doesn't matter because we already did some damage with our trespasses and our bullying them. Alright, so since we have to come northeast anyways, let's have the privateer comes, because 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Maybe he contributes to the score there. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. Alright. I'm going to put him here as a marker for the diagonal. We'll just start moving military units onto that diagonal. Maybe not this turn necessarily. With everybody, I mean. Because next turn we'll be able to move them piece by piece and see if they're even making a difference before we start, you know, devoting everything to a tactic that might not even be working. Alright, but he'll be the marker for the diagonal. Okay, so we're going wide here. There's that. Okay. We're doing the double melee slap so that this guy can get over the river, head up to the next camp. Yeah. Alright, so culture. Every time we kill a camp, we gotta check to see if the culture puts us over. Alright, so unfortunately, both of these tiles, so all we can do is say go into it. We'll have him say road interrupt so that hopefully he can occupy that hex next turn. He's coming up. He's doing peekaboo. That just leaves that guy. Oh no, not just that guy. I'll come up here, finish that one. These are... we have to assume the water's safe now. Not the most... Okay, so this is it. This is it. We already pillaged, so... Bam! View the city. Whoa! We didn't get any buildings. Wow. What... 3 pop. Okay. Let's go ahead and raise the city. And what we can do is keep it... Whoops. Gold focus. I'm all over the place here. What we can do is keep this down to 1 pop. Because... once we seize Mediolanum, we're going to want to land our land units here for the purpose of attacking Rome, perhaps. That doesn't mean our Navy's going to go to sleep, though. I figure we could go to Assaltya next because we have 5 spots that we can shoot that from. Technically, that's not true. We only have 4 spots because we do need 1 hex for a melee to fit in. But still, 4 is great. We can capture that. We can come over here, capture that. In which case, the tiles at Cersei might be useful to us, or you know, and so on. So, ooh, Vilnius, I see you. Thank you. That probably was true last turn when we got these guys in and just didn't notice it. Whoopsie. Hey, look at that. I think that's enough for a factory, is it not? Very close. Next turn. Alright. So, we are past the half-hour mark, so I want to thank you guys for joining me. I look forward to your thoughts about this whole situation. Should we burn this all the way to the ground? Should we burn this to the ground once we capture Mediolanum? I'm of the mind that let's save burning this down until we also have Satia. That way, this can be our doorstep to Rome. This can be our doorstep for the Navy to, you know, continue knocking down coastal cities. And, you know, once we have Satia, this is obviously redundant. But we're making progress, so I look forward to your guys' thoughts. Please leave me a like and subscribe if you feel that I've earned it, and I will see you guys in the next part. Take care.